Life on the road ain't always bad. Hey everybody, welcome back to Lighten Up Already. Today's episode is going to be a little bit of a continuation of last week's episode. So we're talking about food still. Last week we talked about what is a healthy diet. Okay, we got some great ideas for that. So what we're going to really be touching on today is mainly specific for me, what I do. How do I eat healthy on the road? So I was doing some looking around, found some interesting articles. I know this seems to be the norm lately, but to start with, found an article, Breaking Muscle. It's written by Sally Arsenal. She's out of Halifax, Canada, so she does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. What she talks about is kind of her plans for when she's traveling for meets and things. How does she eat healthy on the road? So what she's doing is she's actually making meals in the room, which ultimately is what I'm trying to get away from, because that means I've got to carry food, I've got to keep it cold throughout the week while I'm on the road. That would be a big hassle. Now, she does have some good ideas as far as different Tupperware containers to use to hold food. She's got a picture here that's showing like a specialized banana container. I mean, that's cool. The next article that I found, and again, I'll link all these, I'll put the links to these in the information portion of the video. So on menshealth.com, I found a article called 11 Rules for Eating Healthy on the Road. I'll just list these out real quick. Plan ahead, pack smart, know where you're going, eat every 2 to 3 hours, carry your greens, pop an important supplement, power your coffee, back off the booze. Number 8 is read the airline menu. 9, scan the buffet. 10, practice the one and done rule. 11, drink more water. Oh, some of the things I'm already doing. So going back to planning ahead, basically what he's talking about is stocking up on snacks that are friendly to what you're already doing. 2, know where you're going. This was cool because he talks about an app called Around Me. I just downloaded it today. I'm going to be giving it a try throughout the next week. The whole thing is set up to help you locate healthier restaurant chains like Chipotle or Sweet Tomatoes, places like that. Places that are actually sourcing locally grown veggies. I didn't know it, but Chipotle actually, their vegetables are generally sourced within a 30-mile radius of their stores. I think that's pretty cool. So you're getting all that good healthy food. Now, eat every 2 to 3 hours. This is another one that I've somewhat tried to do. I've got alarm set like I've talked about on my Fitbit so that, every 10:30, 2:30 I'm eating a snack. Carry your greens. Greens, basically he's talking about if you are making smoothies on the road, that type stuff, getting some amazing grass meal is what it's saying. I don't have a clue what that is. I'll have to dig further into that. Pop an important supplement. He goes into taking some melatonin at night to help you sleep better when you're on the road, because they're learning that sleep is key. He cites a 2013 study in the journal Obesity, found that one night of poor sleep drives up hunger hormones that make people purchase high-calorie foods. That's interesting. So I guess my 4 to 6 hour sleep on the road is probably not the best. Back off the booze. I mean, being in sales, that's a tough one, but he even states in here, focus on your efforts on networking instead of knocking back your 4th IPA. Number 8 is read the airline menu. He's talking about instead of just eating, pretzels and drinking Jack and Coke all the time on the air flight, they have some protein boxes that are set up better for you. Pick one of those up. Scan the buffet. Long story short, look over that buffet before you go through it. And what I do a lot of trade shows. Okay, so those usually have buffets for a lunch or a dinner. And subconsciously I've been doing some of that, but I'm finding that if I get to the first couple of dishes and it's not gonna work, I say out of hell with it and I just get what I want. I gotta get better on that. Practice the one and done rule. This one was interesting. So we've talked about cheat meals in the past, but this one really breaks it down into pick one high calorie item a day, like an ice cream from the local creamery dessert. Eat it, enjoy it, then move on. So basically it's moderation, right? You're still working this low calorie diet, but then finding that one treat a day and going with it. I think that's definitely doable. Last than always, drink more water. He even breaks it down into you need to drink about 8 ounces of water every hour to prevent dehydration. So, and then I found this one last article that's on bootsandall.com. It says a complete fitness meal plan for travelers. It breaks it down into like proteins, fruits, then into restaurants and your actual meal plan itself. For proteins, it starts talking about protein powders. You don't have to bring the whole jar with you, and then maybe pre-portion it out. Now, then he talks about some bars. Now, in the last article, they talked about cavemen bars. I hadn't run into those. I'm gonna do a little research on those because they're all, ingredients like eggs, nuts, almond, honey, that type of stuff. So I'm gonna have to research that and see if I can find some of those and how they taste and what they're like. If you've used those before, comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear about it. Tuna. I hate canned tuna. Ugh. It's one of those things that I just can't even stomach it. I've tried it all different ways, all the flavors. It's just no bueno. Now, fruits, he talks about you should be eating daily some good fruits to take with you, or apples, bananas, pears. And then the meal plan itself talks about different proteins, egg white, omelet with veggies, salad with chicken. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff here. I would really suggest go check this article out. I think it's worth looking at. And he even talks about some fitness plans on the back end. So I think that's pretty good too. To wrap it up here, it's gut check time. I've been slacking hard and it's starting to show. Clothes are getting tighter, the scale's going up. So it's time to tighten back down. I'm working on trying to find a good way to track my food better. I've been using my FitnessPal. It's become cumbersome, to say the least. So what I'm trying to find is some other app. I'm looking, instead of macros tracking as much as I want to keep track of my daily nutritional value levels. So if that makes sense. Anyways, if you got questions, hit me up in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and remember, lighten up already.